Hi there, and welcome to the first video on this channel. Some of you might have seen the earlier version, which I had to delete because I accidentally posted one of the incomplete takes of the video. And while looking for the complete one, I simply couldn't find it. I must have accidentally deleted that off of my hard drive, though I don't remember doing so. So, in effect, this is me re-recording. Anyway, welcome to my channel. You're probably here because of Tumblr, where I have a little over 400 followers. But if you're not, I will put a link down there to my Tumblr page if you're interested. You know, the general business. Anyway, so this is your awkward, general, obligatory introduction video. So I'm not going to cover all that much, but I basically want to cover three things. 1, why am I doing this? 2, a few basic factoids about me. 3, what, if anything, do I hope to get out of this video channel? So, to the first point, why am I doing this? Mostly for myself, as an outlet. I want to just get some things out, you know? Whether anybody watches or not isn't really the point. And it's nice to say it orally instead of just write it down, though I do that as well. So that's the major reason. But also there is the fact that I get a lot of personal questions on Tumblr, and while I love those, keep them coming, they can be kind of time-consuming. So for those of you who, for some reason, have an interest in my personal life, I still haven't figured out why. My life is boring. Why are you people interested? I don't know. But anyway, for those of you that are, here's this vlog, and you can watch it if you want. It's there, another resource. Okay, so on to number 2, a few basic things about me. For the most part, if you want to know more about me, you can check out my Tumblr, you can ask me, or a novel idea, you can continue to watch this vlog as it progresses through time. So, just a couple basic things. My name is Matt. I'm 19 years old. I was born in Oregon, the state in the Pacific Northwest of the United States of America. Spent 8 years there, 2 years in Arizona. I've spent the last 9 years in Washington, which is the one state north of Oregon, between Oregon and the Canadian border. And I've, as I said, been in this state for 9 years, so by this point I consider myself a Washingtonian. I go to school at Central Washington University, which is pretty much smack dab in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the state. And it's a good school. It's a long story how I ended up here. I'll post that some other time. And most of my life consists outside of pure academics. So extracurriculars. I'm president of the College Democrats here. I'm unofficially the president of the Public Policy Club and the Political Science Club. I say unofficially because they weren't really designed for campaign season, and I was focusing on the campaign season last quarter. Now that that's over, I'm bringing the clubs out of hibernation to work towards the purposes that they were designed for, largely conferences. Anyway, I was given charge of those last year, so that's going to be one of my activities this quarter. I'm part of a couple committees, one of which is philanthropic in nature and tries to encourage philanthropy in students, as well as to give out a $1,500 scholarship every year. So this is the second year I'll be involved in that. I am on Services and Activities Fee Committee, which has to exist according to state law, so I'm one of 7 students here in control of a few $100,000, and we decide who to give that money to, clubs and sport programs and why, so that's pretty cool. I'm also the Vice President of Communications for the local chapter of Washington Student Association, which is the largest student lobbying group in the state, so that also takes up a fair amount of my time. It really will take up a lot of my time this quarter, and I'm looking forward to it. So that's most of it for my extracurriculars. On the academic side, I'm part of the Douglas Honors College here at Central. I am a political science and an economics double major. And I'm playing around with the idea of staying for another year to add accounting to that. I haven't decided yet. Okay, so those are some major basics. As I said, if you want to know more, ask, keep on watching future videos, or check out my Tumblr. Or cannot. Wow, I can't speak. A combination of those three. Okay, on to the third point. What, if anything, do I expect to get out of these videos? Mostly, as I said, dorm rooms, noise, people, or what do I expect to get out of it, if anything? Pretty much goes back to that first point, really. I want a place to vent, get some information out there, and plus, just speaking these kinds of things will help me organize my life, I guess, in a way. Because it's not just in here if I say it. So with that, the awkward obligatory introduction video is over. Stay tuned.